There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. These are the famous words from the former first US lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama. And to recognize such accomplishments of the women and their contributions towards the society, the government of India has taken a very good initiative, that is the Nari Shakti Puraskar. So hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's daily current affairs session on EduTap, and today's we are going to discuss the top PIB news from the month of January 2022. And the today's session we will be discussing about the Nari Shakti Puraskar 2021. So before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So why exactly we are covering the Nari Shakti Puraskar? See, recently there was an article in the PIB which said that the nominations for the Nari Shakti Puraskar for year 2021 will be open till 31st of January 2022. And when such kind of news and information is being provided in the PIB, then we are really required to cover that. And today we will be covering about the Nari Shakti Puraskar 2021. See, the Nari Shakti Puraskars are also known as the National Awards for Women. And when we talk about this particular award, see, this particular award provides an opportunity to the young Indians so that they can understand what exactly is the contribution of women in building of the society and the nation. And it also showcases the commitment of the government of India towards strengthening the position of women in the society. And that was the reason that in year 1999, Ministry of Women and Child Development instituted the Nari Shakti Puraskar, that is the National Awards for Women. And when we talk about the felicitation ceremony of this particular award, then my dear learners, please note down that the award ceremony when the Nari Shakti Puraskars are being conferred to the winners, it is being held on the occasion of the International Women's Day. So one more important point that you are required to remember, that the awards, that is the Nari Shakti Puraskar awards, are being given to the winners on the occasion of International Women's Day, and that's why you are also required to remember some information about the International Women's Day. So now when we talk about the eligibility criteria, that what exactly is the criteria to get nominated and to win this particular award, then my dear learners, here you can see that these awards are open to all the individuals as well as the institution. That means this award can be conferred to both the individual, to organization, as well as any institution. Okay, and in order to receive the award, the awardee must be at least 25 years of age on 1st of July of the award year. And if the application is being sent for an institution, that means if an institution is being nominated for this particular award, that particular institution is required to have worked in the relevant field for at least a period of 5 years. Okay, now who is eligible to receive the award, we have discussed already. And now my dear learners, it may be noted that these particular awards are being provided in order to recognize the efforts of the individuals or the organizations for their outstanding work, preferably in the exceptional circumstances, and this is being awarded to the individuals, groups, institutions and NGOs. Now there is a very important note that you are required to remember from here, that is this award can also be conferred to a state or any union territory which has appreciably improved the child sex ratio in that particular region of the country. So I really believe that this is very much clear to all of you. See, these dates are not that much important, but what exactly is important is this date, that is the ceremonial date, that is of 8th March. Okay, and to this year as well, the ceremony is going to be held on 8th of March 2022, that is the International Women's Day. See, the International Women's Day is being celebrated every year in order to celebrate the social, economic and cultural and political achievements achieved by the women, and this is being celebrated every year on 8th of March, and it also marks a call for accelerating the gender parity all over the world. And now my dear learners, from here you are also required to remember that what exactly is the theme of the International Women's Day. See, International Women's Day has not just come for this particular year, but the theme for this particular year has already been decided, and that is what you are required to tell me in the comment section below as a homework question. That is, you are going to tell me in the comment section below that what exactly is the theme of the International Women's Day for year 2022. So these are the important parts that you are required to remember about the Nari Shakti Puraskar and the International Women's Day, on the occasion of which the Nari Shakti Puraskar awards are being conferred to the winners of that particular year. And this year as well, these awards are going to be conferred on 8th of March 2022. So who are the winners for that? These awards, we are going to know about that on that particular occasion only. So now let us move on to the practice question, which is based on the Nari Shakti Puraskars, and in order to answer the question you are required to analyze these three statements on the basis of our today's discussion about the Nari Shakti Puraskars, and here you are required to identify the correct statements as per the Nari Shakti Puraskars for this particular question. And when we talk about the very first statement, it says that it was instituted by Ministry of Women and Child Development in 1999, which is correct. The second statement says that it provides an opportunity to young Indians to understand the contribution of women in building of society and the nation. That too is correct. And the third statement says it is being conferred on the occasion of International Women's Day, which is being celebrated every year on 8th of March. So the right answer for this question will be option E, that is all of the above statements mentioned above are correct in relation with the Nari Shakti Puraskar. So now moving to the next question, and the next question is, here you are required to tell me that the registration of political parties is governed by the provision of which section of the Representation of the Peoples Act 1951. So why exactly we are doing this? Why exactly we are covering this? The reason behind that is the Election Commission has recently announced that the general elections for the legislative assemblies in the 5 states, that is the Goa, Manipur, Punjab and Uttarakhand and UP, are going to be held in year 2022, and the dates for the elections and the phases has also been announced by the Election Commission. So my dear learners, when a party wants to get itself registered with the Election Commission in order to participate in the elections, and in order to register themselves as a party, they are required to submit and to get themselves registered with the Election Commission under the section 29A of the Representation of People Act 1951. And why exactly we are covering this? The reason behind that is there was an article on the same on the 14th of January, and the Election Commission has announced, as we all know, the general elections for the legislative assemblies for the 5 states, but on the account of COVID-19 there was a dislocation and delay in moving these applications for registration, and some notice period has been provided by the Election Commission regarding the same. But when we talk about the key takeaway from this particular news, from where a question can be asked, that is that the registration of political parties are being done under the section 29A of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951. So the right answer for this question will be option D, that is section 29A of the Representation of the People Act 1951. So now let's move on to the next question from our today's session, and the next question is, recently the Kumbalangi is set to become India's first sanitary napkin free village. See, once again a very important part, and here you are required to tell me about the location of this particular village, that in which state this particular village is being located. So here we can see from the headline itself that the Kerala's Kumbalangi to be India's first sanitary napkin free village. So my dear learners, my pronunciation about this particular name can be different, can be wrong, so do not worry about it. Here you are required to remember the name of this village as well as the state in which it is being located. And see, this particular village also acclaimed as India's first model tourism village, and now it is said to become the country's first sanitary napkin free panchayat. And this move is a part of Avalkai, under which the menstrual cups will be distributed to the women aged 18 years and above. So when we talk about the right answer for this particular question, the right answer will be option A, that is Kerala. So my dear learners, that was all the practice questions. Now let us move on to the googly question, and the today's googly question is based on a very important topic, that is the Good Governance Index 2021. I am marking the star here. This topic is really very important from the exam point of view, and all of you are requested to answer this googly question in the comment section below, and here you are required to identify the correct statements in relation with the Good Governance Index 2021. Okay, so this is the googly question for the today's session. Now let's move on to the homework question. Sorry, this homework question we have already discussed in our previous session. Today's homework session is about the theme of the International Women's Day 2022. Okay, now when we talk about the star performers from our previous session, then I'm glad to announce that Nilesh, Mintu and Dishant, these three people are the star performers from our previous session. And who are these people? Who have answered the homework question and googly question correctly in the comment section below. And if you also want your name to be mentioned here as a star performer in the upcoming session, then do give comments and do answer the homework question and googly question in the comment section below, and I will be giving out your names as the winners in the upcoming session. So my dear learners, that was all from the today's session. I really believe that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have any queries, you can drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.